I'm still here in London, thank goodness, and so today I thought I would go ahead and have afternoon tea at the famous, gorgeous Zetter Townhouse. I brought my shareware, so let's do this. Oh, dang. So quite some time ago, the Duchess of Bedford decided that lunch was too late for her to wait to eat, and she apparently was getting hangry. So she decided she needed an afternoon snack. Clearly, this woman and I have a lot in common. I mean, I'm not going to wait for dinner either. So I am here at the Zetter Townhouse to do a proper high tea. If you're not familiar with high tea, it's very fancy. I mean, there's etiquette and everything like that. Well, to have a little fun, I've decided to hire an etiquette coach. What she doesn't know is I'm going to prank her a little bit. I'm going to act like a very stereotypical American tourist who has no manners whatsoever and just see what her reaction is. I think it'll be quite fun. Afterwards, I get to stay here at the Zetter Townhouse's fanciest room. Apparently they didn't know who they were dealing with. But I think for now, I'm just going to sit back and appreciate how cool my life is right now.
I mean, Sharon, we really need to go. We're late.
Well, that'll fit into this character, right?
Sharon, seriously, we need to go.
Dude, I gotta look good. All right, before we go down there, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss an episode. I don't think you're gonna want to miss one. A towel warmer? Oh my God. Oh, I should get one of these. This is going to be a lot of fun, but before we go on, I want to give a special shout out to Heather Hartlove, Mary Starosky, and Nickalos Early. Thank you, guys. Oh, Isobel. Hi, sorry I'm late. I've been all frazzled and stuff. It's really nice to meet you. Thanks so much for being here and doing this with. Oh, great! You already ordered champagne. I like you already.
Okay, Sharon. Before we start, as this is an etiquette lesson.
Hey, how you doing? Sorry, go ahead.
This is an etiquette lesson. Would you like to know the etiquette before we get on with afternoon tea?
Well, I've already screwed up.
You have, I'm afraid. You've started your glass of champagne before we've even started.
Oh. So
should we start from the beginning?
Sure.
Yeah, I think we need to.
Oh, probably not bring this then?
Probably put it down.
Okay.
And
yes,
if we start from the very beginning, if you've got something like a rucksack, it's best to put it in the cloakroom. Because when we're having afternoon tea rather than going for a hike, it's best to pop it in with the cloakroom, if that's okay.
It's not okay, and I'll tell you why. Because in here, I've got my big shareware. Don't you think this is more environmentally friendly, shareware?
It looks great, but I think bringing it to the table is not etiquette.
Look at this. I mean, I've got 4 choices. They all fit in here nicely.
Yeah.
It's called shareware because I share it with other people. Okay. Plus, I'm big share. So I got to bring the knapsack. All right, no?
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Let's lose the knapsack.
All right, I'll just put it over there. Okay.
It was at this point I started sweating.
Okay, so where do we start?
That's a very good question.
Do we want to do this elegantly? Do we
want to
take afternoon tea like
a lady?
Like a lady.
Like a lady?
Always the lady should sit down first, so we both can do that. Let's sit down.
All right.
Do you want to show me how you'd sit down?
Well, yeah, I'd probably sit down like this. I got a bum knee a little bit, so.
Okay, should we try a different stance? Now, if you're talking to me, what I want you to do is try and sit down with your knees going that way. Now, if you were wearing a skirt, that's the reason why you keep your legs closed.
Well, I never wear skirts. No. I only date skirts. I don't wear them.
So, if we're doing it elegantly, it's almost like it's the slant. So we go slant and sit down. There we go. Good.
That felt proper.
That felt good, didn't it? You can take that one home.
You're gonna have to really work on your. Oh, I guess I'm probably not supposed to sit like that, am I?
Really? So the other way to sit.
Why don't we sit comfortably?
Just because we slouch, and then when we're trying to eat something, it's very difficult.
But we're not eating right now.
We aren't. But the way to keep that nice poise and posture is to make sure that you don't sit right back on the seat. So you leave half there. And so
Well, I've got a much bigger arse than you have. For me not to sit, for it only do half, I might have to be on the floor.
As soon as you sit forward, you sit straighter.
Oh.
And then that allows you.
And that's the problem right there. I don't do much straight.
We've got the setting here. Do you know what everything is?
Yeah,
Just starting from the bottom.
Plates, napkins, silverware, glasses.
Wonderful.
See? Easy peasy.
Is it that? Okay. So we've got to put the champagne down.
I was downing it.
You were down, exactly. Yeah.
I was downing it.
Now,
Watch this.
We have to. Oh my God. Okay, so another way of doing that would be is to just wait until you have saluted or cheered the other person first before you can.
Skull! That's Norwegian.
You have to look each other in the eye and say cheers without too much of a bash.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Not a real.
So don't do skull,
So do an
probably.
English. Okay.
Cheers.
Yes. And then you can take a sip as opposed to a slurp. Show me how you put your napkin on your lap. That's okay. That was fine. And you called it napkin rather than serviette, which was good.
Yeah. Good thing I didn't call it serviette.
Yeah, that's an absolute no-no. I've got a white shirt on, but we've got to make sure that we don't eat that it.
What if I do this? Then it just looks like it is my shirt.
It is, but you might drop your food on your lap, so that's why it's down there. So because you're sitting up straight, it's more likely that anything's going to drop, it's going to drop on your lap.
Got it.
And if ladies with lipstick,
Hey, look.
if you get lipstick
There's
here,
some on there.
you fold it over nicely.
I just don't put it on. Get what I'm saying there, Matt? See what I mean by that? I got lipstick. I just didn't put it on.
So I would assume that's a mom joke.
Just kidding. So for the lipstick, because I do wear lipstick at times when I'm on camera, and I do notice that when I do dab, there is lipstick there. Do I then fold it under?
Fold it under. We
So
don't
you don't
want to
see it.
Don't want to see it. Don't want to see gravy stains. We don't want to see what you've been eating that's not made it to your mouth.
I got it. I got it.
You got it.
If I bring it here, then I go here.
Yes.
Nobody saw.
Nobody sees anything.
Nobody knows what's going on. And I can reuse and reuse and reuse because nobody's seeing it. So I'm bringing it in here. Keeping my cards close to my chest, if you will. I'm chilling. I got it.
You got it.
I got it. I got it.
You're ready for your afternoon tea, which we're waiting for right now.
Probably need some more champagne. What's this?
Tea, English breakfast, and some milk on the side.
Do you have some sweet tea?
No iced
So
tea.
do you have any iced tea?
No, unfortunately, no.
All right, that's cool, man. Thanks. Oh, what if I got some ice and just put it
No, what's sweet tea?
in? Sweet tea.
What is that?
Tea. That's sweet. It's just
You
a
put
bunch of
little
sugar.
bit of sugar in.
Put some
I mean,
sugar
we
in
do-
there.
Okay, so we're going to try out English breakfast
Is this
tea.
like egg salad?
I think it was. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Sorry.
That's.
Sorry.
I have never, in my entire life, seen somebody actually clutch their pearls as Isobel did.
Okay. Would you like some rules and etiquette on that one? You do. You got the napkin right.
Okay,
Just not
see?
the sandwich or the talking.
What are you talking?
You're talking with your mouth full.
It's not full. There's still room.
Okay. Let's start again.
I've got big cheeks. Is this butter?
That's cream.
Ooh, that's yum.
It is. but we-
Ooh, I bet
Okay,
that
so-
jam. Are you gonna have a sandwich? Am I ahead of myself? Did you see how I used the napkin? I really nailed that napkin. I forgot because when I set it down you could see, but then I turned it.
Okay, so we had a point for that, but I'm taking them away for the sandwich, I'm afraid. What we need to do is we need to put our knives and forks out of the way. We don't really use our knives and forks. We only use the knife for a little bit of jam and the cream, but that should be actually served with spoons.
So we're not supposed to. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's
Is that
just move on from the knife. lives.
It never happened.
Never happened. I'm actually going to put the that should be on the other side.
Which side? Oh, sure. You know, I was going to say something.
Yeah.
I thought the knife should be over here, but I didn't. I thought you knew, but perhaps not.
Can we just take a sandwich again? So we
Sure.
just take one sandwich, we put it on our plate first.
All right.
So now everything, if we think elegance the whole way through, so everything
Right.
ladylike, think
Ladylike.
Kate Middleton or
I'm going to
Princess
take a
of Wales.
sandwich.
There we go. Now, let me just hide that. Rather than stuffing it in our face, which is great, it means you're appreciating the food.
Kind of nailed that one bite challenge, didn't I?
You can either cut a piece off, just so that you are taking a small piece at a time, because what we're trying to do is we're trying to eat and talk. So we don't stuff it in our face and then talk, we eat, finish, talk. So you want to take small mouthfuls.
You just cut a sandwich?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's only the bit that you really want to eat.
What bit wouldn't you eat?
Well, it's the mouthful that you want to eat first. So
I'm like, why would I eat the whole thing? That's why I put the whole thing in my mouth.
I know, all in one go. Okay, so that's small enough to go in one. Mine's a bit big actually. So if you pop that in your mouth.
I mean, easy.
Okay, great. And don't talk until you've finished it. I will start talking, and I'll talk about the 3 layers of afternoon tea. So first of all, you start at the bottom, and then you go to the scones. It's scones, not scones. And then you go to the top.
Well, you say potato, I say vodka. You know how you know.
You've completed the sandwich task. So shall we move on to the scone, which is in the middle?
Well, I haven't seen. I would like to challenge you to a 1-bite challenge.
I can't fit that.
Can
in
you
my
fit
mouth.
that in your mouth?
No.
Come on, try.
And I wouldn't want to.
Let's just
Can
try.
I do this?
Let's just try and see. Let's just see what.
Can I just
Come
do
on.
this? That.
That's not.
That is
no,
big for me.
That's no. Here, I'll
no,
cut you one.
that's
We're gonna. Come on. Come on. Should I use your knife? Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Okay.
That
That one.
Yeah, that
Yes, not that one.
one. No. And you just gotta
Oh
go.
goodness, I can't.
I think you can.
That just goes beyond everything
feel
I
like you
know
can.
about eating a sandwich.
All the way. No. That's no. You're just gonna. You've got to. We, as people, have large mouths that go all the way back. You're going to utilize that. So what you did was,
Yes.
okay. At least I didn't throw stuff on the floor. So what you're going to do.
Okay. Are you sure?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
We call that a time saver. All right, I'm ready to move on.
Okay.
I'm going to count that as my biggest success of this whole trip, that I got you to do a 1-bite challenge. Well, I invited you, so I will pour.
Okay.
And I'm not going to joke around with this because this seems like it might be an expensive tea.
It might be. So you need to stop right there.
Oh. Full on thought. That made me sweat. Full on thought I was going to nail this one. Full thought I was nailing this one. I'm like, all joking aside, let me go ahead and pour you some
Right.
tea. I know what I did wrong.
Yes. What did you do wrong? Yes. Well done.
Oh.
Oopsie.
Well, I don't drink tea, so I didn't know. Okay. Would you do it or would I? As the person who pours the tea.
Well,
Because
normally-
I feel like I don't want to touch the stuff that's going into your...
well, that's a very good point, actually. I might give you a point on that.
I'm really... I'm really nailing this thing. So I would have done that. Well, I don't like that. I'd have to say, because of the way that it was on the side...
It's a good point. I just wanted to test you, that was all.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, now.
So. Do you know where the word posh came from? Do you ever use posh in America?
I use it daily. Mostly when describing myself. And I believe it came from the Spice Girls.
Oh, well, that's a good point. Yes. So it came from port out, starboard home.
I did know that.
Yeah?
Port out, starboard home. I actually did know that. I don't know why.
Great.
Is it hot or am I having a hot flash?
It is a bit warm.
I think so. Turn the fire off, Matt. Can you turn it off or was it lit?
It's a real fire.
Oh, well, I can't tell. I didn't know if it was gas. Miss Etiquette, how would person Etiquette handle a hot flash?
Well,
because what I'd like to do is just go, whoo!
that is a good point, actually. See? Now, if you're a lady, you wouldn't actually start making everybody aware that you were going through a perimenopausal little hot flush.
Well, and now I will challenge you on that because I think that women's health has had to be kept silent for so long that the more we talk about it, the less embarrassing it is for a woman who is, it happens to every woman, then better to learn as a host how to help that guest get past that I'm just saying.
Yeah. No,
you're going to have to rethink these things.
I am. I'm just going to rewrite the etiquette books now. I think I'm going to write modern etiquette.
Look at this. Big Cher walked in the door and changed it. Big Cher posh, baby.
To Sharon, this is new etiquette. In the olden days, ladies, because they were in corsets,
I can only.
When they were going out dining anywhere and they could get hot flashes, they used to have fans. So you could take a portable fan with you.
Yeah, just a little. And
feminine.
so if I was going to be a host that knew that there were women of that age, I might have that as a table setting.
Absolutely.
A fan for everyone.
Fabulous, with your name on it.
Crack that open and it says Big Cher. I'm making them. Look for it in the future. Look for it in my store in the future. You're going to pop a fan open and say, Big Cher's hot flash fan. Okay, I'm sorry.
Right.
Okay, so we did tea. So we take this off.
A lot of people say, do you put the milk in first or the tea? Which one would you say?
I would say tea.
And why?
Because I poured the tea already. Because not everyone likes milk and tea? I don't know.
Well, people like to put their own milk in according to how much milk they want. But
So what I would do as a guest, I've poured your tea. I would offer you the milk before pouring my own.
Absolutely. No? Yes. I mean, you can pour mine for me, or I think
I would pour yours
as
for
the
you.
waiter, I say they normally pour it, but I think it's best how you've done it.
Oh,
Because I'm very particular about my milk and how much.
see, see, and then we could just carry on conversation. I hand that to you.
That's right.
You dump your milk in there.
I will dump it in. And if you had noted that I was left-handed, well done. Extra point. Okay.
I mean, I'm really nailing this thing.
Okay, so
All right. Oh, I bet that would be good.
oh no. It's bad enough biscuits going in, never mind a sandwich.
Oh, that's actually pretty good. Not good. That's a no. Oh, wait, hold on.
But we must practice our skills,
Right.
whether we're in public or not. So first of all, and again I'm left-handed, so you go back and forth, because if you go round and round, you've created the whirlpool effect and all your tea's gone on your saucer. And the reason for having the saucer is just for that reason. But you're not really meant
So
to
the
stir water.
saucer is so that catches the spilled tea when I'm stirring it.
One reason.
But I'm not supposed to stir it so that it
Back
spills.
and forth, and no clanking of no clanking of your teacup and plonking.
Back and forth. 6 and not 12. 12 and 6. Back and forth. That was a Saturday Night Live sketch.
And
okay.
let's see how you.
Well,
that
I'm
up.
going there. I feel like that's all right.
You're sorting your fingers out, because a lot of people go that and that is a no.
Oh,
People think it's posh. but
people
it's not.
totally think it is.
They do.
In fact, I did that thinking you were going to call me out on it.
but you stuck with your gut instinct.
I know. I was like, well, this will be funnier. I thought I thought you were going to be all, stick your pinky out. But now look what I just did. This is really how I would do it.
And there goes the sip. We have to be quite quiet when we're drinking and eating.
Oh, that's good.
Do you like it?
I'm guessing this is a no.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a no.
Do you know why I hold my tea like this?
To keep your hands warm?
Uh-huh. Because when I'm not having a hot flash, I'm freezing. What's next?
So the next bit,
We're going to get sconed, aren't we?
scone.
I'm a sconer.
Let me see how you take your scone and how you deal with it.
Oh, well.
What a complication.
Ooh. So I would just take off a little piece here and do a little dip. Like that.
Yes, we're kind of not in, is it Kentucky Fried Chicken where they use their chicken dippers? That's, yeah.
Pretty much anyway. Oh, I wonder if they have ranch for these sandwiches. Dip that sandwich in ranch?
Right.
All right, so that's how I would do it.
I think sometimes you get a little bit right and then it all goes horribly wrong.
Oh, yeah. You're like, oh.
Yeah.
I've seen that a lot today. You're
Yes.
like, oh. Yeah, okay.
You are meant to sort of twist them and then they automatically break and then you pop them on your plate.
Oh.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, sorry. It
It doesn't matter. It was the scone's fault. It's not yours.
That was the scone's fault. Thank you. Scone's fault.
Cream or jam?
Do I have to pick?
Which goes first?
The chicken? I would put the cream on first.
I would too.
Okay. Well, then don't act like I'm doing something wrong. Do you just drop it on and then go, okay, who's next, and then spread it with the knife? Or do I take my time spreading it?
I have to say that you pop it onto the side of your plate and then you take it to the side.
Okay, fair enough. So I would do this. Now how do I get it off? Because I'm not supposed to be clinky.
So you put your scone back on and then you use your knife to scrape it off as much as you need.
I'll just
Use it almost as if it's butter.
sorry.
It's a bit stiff, that cream, I have to say.
Okay, so I would do a little more jam because I want to...
Get it on there.
Oh.
Okay, and then from that point you can use your knife to pop it on the top of.
I just, again, wouldn't it have saved some time if I would have just plopped it on the scone?
It would have done, but again, it's the etiquette. You wanted to learn etiquette, so it was the etiquette.
I do. I'm just trying to, I learn better when I understand why.
That
There's
is
no
true.
why.
Sometimes there isn't a why. Now the Queen the late Queen used to put jam on first and then cream second.
Oh.
So one's Devon and one's Cornwall. That's where it came from.
You know, I have to say one of the things I admire is you guys are making a man a queen. I think that's really cool that you're promoting a guy to queen after her death. Right?
Wow. Yes.
Oh God, that laugh was awkward.
I didn't know quite how to take that, sorry. I was like, what?
That's good.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so that's the scone.
So now we get to go to the desserts.
Now that's meant to be the treat, so it's like the pudding.
Okay.
We don't say dessert, by the way, we say pudding.
Oh, pudding.
Yes.
Okay.
In
well,
England. But this is afternoon tea.
I need to be off pudding.
Just to
Do we clean our plate? So we
we
move
meant-
the.
we were meant to
so
put the
pretend
waiter.
we've eaten all of this,
pretend it's gone away.
and then we take it with our hand.
We can take it with our hands.
I mean, these are just little.
You think that should go in one go, don't you? Oh my gosh! Napkin, napkin. With the cakes, if you take something that's a little bit softer, for example, something like this. Oh! I can't preempt that. It's gone on the floor, so we don't pick it up. We get a waiter.
So when the etiquette coach throws the silverware on the floor, how do we best handle that?
Well, we best ignore it and say that the spoon fell on the floor.
This is what I'm talking about. Look at this.
You've been a little
There's
bit
not
messy.
really a clean spot on here at this point.
If you had taken smaller bites, there might have been.
Might have been a clean spot. There we go. I found a corner. All right, so I will take
so
a.
if you take a soft one and try, you could do better than me.
Can I turn it? Am I allowed to turn it? Probably
What I
not.
will do is I'll turn.
Oh
the
yeah, see, I
plate.
would have turned the whole thing. Yeah, that's smarter.
There we go.
That's a better
Again,
time
just done
saver. Just so you know.
elegantly. It is, isn't it?
Yeah, it really was. Well done. Well done, you. So,
See if you can do it better than me. There we go.
see, because I'm going to just guide it.
Perfect.
Little
okay,
little
you
finger hold.
win.
So I'm going to guess you're not going to put that whole thing in your mouth?
You guessed right.
Okay.
Yes, you do that. And
Now,
this is
look
where,
at that bite. Is that really the bite you would take if you were at tea?
Yes.
So look at this. I felt like that was an elegant bite.
That is elegant for you.
That's so funny. Look at that.
There we
Look
go.
at that, Matt. I mean, that right there. Wow. So that should be in half.
Well, it depends how big your mouth is, really.
I think we know it. I think we've already found that out.
Okay. Nice. That's fine. We just continue eating until we've finished.
Oh, that's quite good. See, this is where the shareware comes in.
Or the doggy bag.
I just put that right in there as we're talking, and then saves the waiter some time.
I like this time saving, but the whole experience of an afternoon tea is taking your time and it being an experience rather than stuffing it down.
Well, this has been very fun, and I have to say, you have been a real sport. While I didn't know most of the things I did know at high tea, you don't shove an entire sandwich in your mouth.
And not call it high tea.
Oh, what do I call it?
Afternoon tea.
Afternoon tea. While I did know some of the etiquette and was playing up a little bit, I have to say I did learn a lot on this. Thank you so much. You were such a good sport.
Oh,
and I really do
welcome.
appreciate that. And look for our new book coming out soon. Some of the things don't make sense anymore, right? Like afternoon tea used to take how long?
About 2 hours.
We don't have that time anymore, do we?
That's true.
Well, as I didn't get to film the outro with Sharon, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss an episode. There's loads more coming from London, and we'll see you next Tuesday.
Coming up next week. Okay, this is me trying to clean up good because I am on my way to Dancing on Ice, baby. Cindy's over there doing the Lord's work, and by that I mean opening a bottle of Prosecco. This is going to be a fun night, and I can't wait for you guys to see some behind the scenes of Dancing on Ice, so stay tuned.